recently got our hands on South Park: The Fractured Butthole, the follow-up to South Park: The Stick of Truth, in which you once again explore the famous town as your very own character. What can you expect to find in this superhero-themed sequel? Here are 10 notable new and newish things you'll encounter across the game. Oh, and a little warning, this is South Park, so if you plan to keep on watching, do be prepared for some very adult humour. If that's not your thing, then just click the card in the corner right now and we'll take you to another fabulous video.
Oh, great. Now the security system isn't working? Dude, what the fuck? Ordinary citizens aren't allowed in the Coon lair. We're playing superheroes now, and you aren't a superhero, new kid, so fuck off, okay?
In South Park, you're more likely to meet an anti-hero than an actual one. In this game, however, the streets are full of school-aged wannabe heroes engaged in a civil war, and you can become one of them.
Mosquito away!
You begin by creating your own hugely customizable character. Then, when the kids have decided to stop playing wizards, you have your ability slate wiped clean and create your hero with some help from Cartman, or at least from his awkwardly named superhero persona, the Coon.
Maybe you can be useful. Have a seat at the table, douchebag. Not there. That's Mosquito's seat. Not there either, stupid.
Here you find out your hero's dark backstory, choose what type of hero you are, and also have the fabulous opportunity to annoy the hell out of Cartman.
You walked to the mirror. You walked to the mirror. Over there, the mirror. Just walk up. No, not there. Not. God damn it.
It's also where you get your first fight tutorial, which is pretty useful, as you'll quickly find out.
Shoot your damn laser!
So much range!
We're like locusts, dude! Car! The car!
Move!
Phew, all clear. It's getting windy in here.
The turn-based battle system from the Stick of Truth gets an upgrade in the combat of the new game. Now you can freely move your characters around the battlefield on these grids, and you'll definitely have to have your strategic planning hat on.
Suck on this. Oh, that was a blow to the ego.
As your newly created hero, you use your newfound powers to do battle with variously villainous enemies, alongside learning the powers of your heroic teammates and their weaknesses.
I can't leave now. I got a pitcher of lemonade on the way.
It's also important to get to grips with your ultimate moves, even if they are a bit gross.
How do you get all those bugs back in the jar, Mosquito? Back in the jar?
Now, being a 4th grade hero doesn't mean you're a 4th rate hero, but that doesn't stop the big kids picking on you.
Hey, look at the stupid little fourthie!
You better get lost, dork!
Among your worst enemies in the game are 6th graders, and they're all over town just waiting for you to stumble into them so they can start a fight. If you see 6th graders and they're at a suitable level for taking on, you're best off getting the upper hand with a snap and pop firecracker thrown at any nearby fireworks.
Nuh-uh, those are expensive! Hey, it's that little fourthie again!
Then, when your enemies are distracted, make sure you get the first hit for an advantage in the fight.
Man, we kicked some 6th grade ass!
We never forget, fourthies!
Or you can use another tactic, which brings us to point 3. As a hero, you're not only able to unleash farts on your enemies to start fights,
You can fart in my face, fourthie? You're dead!
but you can also unleash them in fights, and even while you're just wandering around. Fans of the show, and anyone who's heard the name of this game, will know that Matt Stone and Trey Parker aren't averse to a little toilet humour. Toilets, in fact, play a key role, with many buildings containing a toilet for your character to complete. Yep, drop a number 2 into one of these and you'll be rewarded for your heroic deeds, before you go off and touch everything in the house with your unwashed hands. This is for all the times you were mean to Kyle, Cartman.
Are you on some kind of house exploring adventure? You kids have such fun. Luckily, our valuables are safely locked in our bedroom. Oh, I've said too much.
What's an RPG without a loot system? Ransacking people's homes for material wealth and useful items is why I got into this hero business, if I'm honest. Just as well then, this game lets you acquire a lot of weird things around town, not only in people's houses, but also in other businesses and buildings. One other thing to look out for is the nostalgia-provoking, reference-poking member berries that will remind you of all sorts of pop culture things when you find them.
Remember Capri Sun?
Oh, those were the greatest. I remember.
Oh, I remember. Remember Toucan Sam?
Sure, I remember him. He was fantastic.
You can also find these interesting drawings around the place, but I won't go into why. Wherever you root around, you're sure to find some interesting stuff. But what good is picking everything up if you're not going to make cool stuff out of it? Speaking of which...
Welcome to Freeman's Tacos. Maybe when you're better at crafting, I'll take a selfie with you.
If you're going to turn some of this dubious loot into valuable supplies, you're going to need to do some crafting. Now, all crafters need a good tutor, and who makes a better tutor, mentor, and good voice haver than Morgan Freeman? No one, is who? And who makes a better burrito than Morgan Freeman? Also no one, we assume, because Morgan Freeman happens to be working in a local burrito bar. After you learn from Morgan the basics of creating health items, such as a trusty burrito,
Well done, kid.
you can make all sorts of other items to aid you in battle.
Congratulations, new kid. With an enchilada and a burrito, you've crafted an enchirito. That's the first time anyone's ever done that. And what the hell? Have a few more recipes. They might just save your stupid ass.
But it's not all strictly functional. You can also use the scraps of material you find around the world to create brand new superhero outfits. Snazzy. Not all superhero jobs are glamorous, but you can use your superhero abilities to solve puzzles. Most of these will involve moving ladders around to reach high places.
Hey, you know you don't work here, right?
Or destroying them with snap and pop firecrackers. Or lighting them with firecrackers, then destroying them with a hand-thrown fart. Well, there's a sentence I never thought I'd use. These puzzles are scattered around town, waiting for you to solve them for some sweet, sweet loot. So, have at it, hero.
As your counselor, you can talk to me about anything, okay? I understand you want to talk about sex.
South Park the show doesn't shy away from social commentary, with its unique brand of salty satire, and this game is no different.
You are a minor approaching an area with controlled substances. Step away from the door or you will be terminated. You are in direct violation. Back away from the dank knock.
Right off the bat, it asks you to choose your supposed difficulty level by choosing your skin colour. This doesn't affect your abilities, but rather just the social aspects of the game and how much money you can get.
Don't worry, this doesn't affect combat, just every other aspect of your whole life.
Which is to say, you're just as capable, but certain other people will treat you differently. The game also turns its satirical eye to stuff about gender and sex. Since playing as a male character is no longer your only option, you can pop along to the school counsellor, Mr. Mackey, where you're able to choose a different sex for your character.
Take your time, okay?
Should you decide to play as not a boy, it turns out you have very supportive parents.
Hello, this is Mr. Mackey, the school counselor. Yes, hi. I have your child here in my office, and well, your child has just let me know that she's actually a girl. Oh, you knew that? Okay.
And what's more, it retroactively changes your character in the Stick of Truth.
Okay, so the whole king and stick of truth thing was actually a girl the entire time. Okay.
The game then gives you the further option to clarify if you are cisgendered or transgendered.
There's also people in this world who identify as something different from what they were born with. Okay, and we call those people transgendered. So, do you identify as being cisgendered or transgendered?
And is pretty supportive either way.
Okay, well, great. I mean, it would also be great if you weren't cis, but okay.
It's a notable little nod to the difference between sex and gender that's, at least initially, done pretty well, and using the most well-meaning character. Plus, the people who then pick on your hero for the choices you make here aren't exactly shown in the best light.
That settles it. Beating you kids up was definitely the right decision.
And you can always deal with them with your ultimate.
Look a lot better going in.
$100 reward. Do you know what that could mean to our superhero franchise?
That cat looks pretty old. Maybe it just died in the gutter somewhere.
Humankind, do I have to remind you that as of right now, Freedom Pals have 100 followers on Instagram? We have 6. The 5 of us and Billy Turner, who's a ginger.
Cartman's desire to be the best superhero in South Park extends to the ambition to have the greatest social network, which will enable your superheroic team Coon and friends to interact with fans and each other.
Oh boy, you're not even on Coonstagram, huh? Well, I guess I can create one for you. Fucking unbelievable. Let's see.
As such, in-game social network Coonstagram allows you and your friends to connect, but to make friends, you must take a selfie with them.
Yay! Sure, I take like 10 selfies a day.
And to take a selfie with someone, you must have enough friends for them on Coonstagram.
Look, I only selfie with popular people.
Superheroes are so overdone. Ugh.
So it's really a case of befriending the least popular people first.
Well, isn't this fun?
And working your way up the popularity ladder.
Well, I guess we have enough mutuals that we can selfie.
Not bad, butthole. You're gaining followers pretty fast.
Making friends with someone like this means that you'll see their posts on your feed and help raise the profile of Coon and Friends. Some people are quick to question the point of it all, but whatever. I call those people haters.
Okay, let's never do that again.
So there are some things you'll find in South Park that are very, well, South Park. What do you think? Are you looking forward to the game? Let us know in the comments down below and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for way more info in future. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Do you like my impression? It's good, isn't it?